happening in regards to coronavirus impact on business. Let's listen in.
We also meet with the development partners. And again, because all the countries that are represented here, they're all looking at business and how their countries can do more business in this country. And so it's important for us to engage them and to see how to build joint ventures with their different businesses, but also different other ways. So when the whole coronavirus became an issue in the country, again in January, when it was declared a virus that was spreading, and first in China, and then we started seeing in other countries. As private sector in Kenya, we started thinking, what do we need to do? How will this affect us? Is it already affecting us? How will it affect us? Because we trade, we are all in a global village, in the sense that no country now is isolated from other countries. And so last week, we issued a statement on that we're going to conduct a survey of our members. We have about more than 500,000 members, both the associations, about 80 associations that make KEPSA. This includes Chamber of Commerces and Association of Manufacturers, Federation of Employers, all the different ones that make KEPSA. But then also at the same time, when we were issuing that statement, we realized that the government had also issued a gazette notice, the executive order. And that gave us also a framework, because it mentioned how private sector was going to engage with government in terms of dealing with the mitigations. And so we sent out our survey to all our members. We gave them a very short time, but what we were looking at is at least representation from every sector of the economy, giving us a view of where they are at with this COVID-19. And so 127 businesses participated in the survey, and these were drawn from the 17 sectors of the economy. We have divided the economy into 17 sectors, from tourism to agriculture to professional services to manufacturing and so on. And we also looked at what's happening around the world. And we have realized, apart from their total cases are about 114,000 right now in the world, we have about 4,000 deaths since December. And we have, and then when you look at ESC alone, there are 0 cases reported so far, and we hope and pray that it will stay that way. There are 95 reported in 9 African countries, and they are listed there: Egypt, Algeria, South Africa, and also 1 death among all that. So the global cases are increasing daily, but we're also seeing a slowdown, and especially in countries like China. But South Korea, Iran, Italy, France, and Germany have the highest numbers of reported cases outside China. And so what we have focused our survey is also our trade with those countries that are highly affected, and how that will affect our trade and our economy. So more than 53% of the surveyed businesses were large companies with more than 100 employees. But we also had micro enterprises with 1 to 9 employees, where 23% were small and medium-sized businesses, while 13 and 12% were respectively. So you can see the dynamics of who. So we covered everyone from Mamboga to the largest corporate, but we can see the people who responded. Out of that, you can see 61% of businesses have felt some effect of COVID-19 in their businesses. And that is the graph to the very end on the right. So all sectors on the left. All sectors, 61%. And then look at the different sectors of the economy, as I said, and the impact that they've said has had impact on them. 84% of businesses have experienced very low to moderate impact of COVID on their activities. And so far, there's not been a major panic in the business community in Kenya in terms of COVID-19, in terms of business. But having said that, we also looked at how the financial impact, and it's been less than 1 million on average for majority of businesses. And you can see 61% have felt less than 1 million Kenya shillings. 21%, it's been between 1 to 5 million. 9% between 5 to 10 million, 5% 10 to 20 million, 1% 20 to 50 million, and 3% more than 50 million. So again, that really summarizes that it's low to moderate for Kenya right now. And there are other reports, before even I move on to a report, that are showing that the reason is because Africa is still not doing as much business and trade with the rest of the world like many countries like the West is doing with China. So only 12% of Africa trade is with China. So that can also tell you the story of why Africa hasn't felt the impact, at least until now. We are still going to be monitoring the future, and maybe we might do another survey in another 3 months to 4 months to see what that